You're listening to GWP Weather. It's Thursday, June 18th, 2026, and in today's weather report, we will be looking at some additional rain chances moving in this weekend and the tornado and flood threat that remains across the Gulf Coast through the next couple of days from our post-tropical cyclone. So, just as a reminder, we are still going through some updates through the month of June here at GWP, and so a few things are just going to look a little bit differently here over the next couple of weeks. Today, currently outside as we're making some updates. So again, video could be a little bit different today. We're not actually going to have video itself, but we're going to be audio only for today for that reason. But we will return with video within the next few days once that update does happen. Also, as a quick reminder, we will not have GWP Weather or GWP Weekly News Nightly. We will not have either of those series tomorrow for Juneteenth. So we will return on Saturday, June 20th with GWP Weather, but there will be no video for tomorrow with the holiday. So let's start by looking at some of the different weather alerts that we have across the country. We've got some severe weather across the Northeast as well as across the Deep South, that from our tropical system. We've got some heat alerts across Texas. Heat index values of around 110 are going to be expected today across the area. Here in Missouri, we've still got a few showers moving through, especially in our southern counties here from Nevada to Joplin, Springfield, a few heavier storms across Oklahoma and Kansas. But the good news is we're not going to be dealing with severe weather today like we saw yesterday. Now, we are going to have a few showers and thunderstorms possible. Some small non-severe hail is going to be possible. And then we're also going to be dealing with some frequent lightning as we go through the rest of today. But then as we go towards the weekend, much heavier rainfall is expected, with our best chances for heavy widespread rainfall are going to be on Sunday. This is from the National Weather Service in Springfield, Missouri, from the Weather Story. We're also going to be looking at that severe threat returning as we go towards Saturday, particularly for our northwestern counties around the Kansas City area. But for today and tomorrow, we won't be dealing with any severe weather here in the state of Missouri. Here's the severe weather that we're dealing with out of the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Arthur. Now it's a post-tropical system. We've got tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches, but the big threat is going to be the flooding that we're going to see across Mississippi, Alabama, and into Georgia over the next couple of days here. We are looking at a high risk from the Weather Prediction Center. That is a 4 out of 4 on the Weather Prediction Center's excessive rainfall outlook. This includes southern Mississippi and southern Alabama. So flooding is going to be a really big concern here across the purple area. This is the highest risk that the Weather Prediction Center can issue. So flash flooding going to be a major concern for today as well as into tomorrow. We still have that moderate risk in effect across Mississippi and into Alabama. And again, that's where we're dealing with the severe threat for today. We could be dealing with some brief spin-up tornadoes because this is a tropical system. Weak EF0 and EF1s are going to be possible out of that storm. While we don't have Tropical Storm Arthur anymore, we do have another area that we're watching across the western Atlantic that could develop into our next tropical system. This system has a 10% chance of developing over the next 7 days. It's actually the remnants of Arthur that could develop across the western Atlantic. So let's go ahead and track this out over the next several days. So again, the remnants of Arthur will be moving off into the east coast across the western Atlantic, and a small window for tropical development will occur during the weekend. Regardless of development, though, it's not really going to make a big difference because if the storm were to redevelop, it's then going to move out to sea and is not going to be a big threat. So overall, not a whole lot that we're dealing with in the tropics aside from what we're dealing with the remnants of Arthur. Now going into that long-range forecast. We're going to do this today since we won't have a video tomorrow. Here is the 6 to 10 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center showing the temperatures will likely stay near or below average here across the state of Missouri. Precipitation will also stay above average as we go through the end of the month of June. Then as we get closer to the 4th of July, we're going to start to see a few changes. We're going to start seeing warmer temperatures returning near to slightly above normal temperatures expected in the 8 to 14 day outlook, with above average precipitation continuing through the end of the month. We're also going to be dealing with some hazardous heat across the state of Florida and in the desert southwest. Precipitation is likely going to continue to remain above normal, especially from the 26th through the 28th of June. All right, well, that is it for today on GWP Weather. Have a great day. Have a great holiday tomorrow, and we will see you back here on Saturday, June 20th for the next GWP Weather Update.